Hey guys, welcome back to Vader Tech. In today's episode, we're going to be going over undersuits. So right away, we're going to get started. Hopefully this video won't drag out and be too long. First of all, let's go ahead. Just like last time, we're going to jump right into the CRLs and see what the requirements are for the undersuit. Okay, so as you can see, really there's not much to it. I mean, just like all the other Vader costumes, you know, you have Revenge of the Sith, Rebels, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, now Obi-Wan. You know, the undersuit has not changed throughout all those series. It's still the same quilted leather or pleather-like material. So without further ado, there are a lot of things I got here, so we're going to kind of look into a little bit of everything. Like I said, I'm doing my best to make this costume as accurate as possible. We did buy a few things that are a little on the cheaper side. Like my last video, I explained, you know, we bought the pleather boots, and in this case, the bodysuit, I kind of went the same route, due to the fact that the undersuit isn't really seen that much due to all the stuff you're wearing on top of it. Same thing with the boots. I mean, the boots, you have the shin armor that's covering most of it, so you know, the parts that you really can't see that much are the ones that you can kind of go cheap on, so to say. I wouldn't go too cheap. Like I said, you know, you still want it to look nice, but you don't want it to be just falling apart on you, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and start jumping into some of this stuff, because like I say, I don't want to make this video too long. So first thing we got here when we're talking about undersuits is we have a face mask, okay, also known as a balaclava. This here is worn so that when people come up to you and they look, you know, because Vader has the chin vent down here. If you're not wearing one of these, then people, especially kids, can see up underneath that chin vent and they'll see your face. So the 501st recommends you wear a balaclava. That way, when, you know, kids or anything come up and look at Vader up close, they can't see any skin, right? So real quick, let's take a look at the CRL for the balaclava. All right, guys. So I mean, it's nothing too fancy, really. Got on Amazon, okay, and all it is just a black face mask, like so. Right? All right. Now let's go ahead and get to this part. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever worn a Vader costume before. I'm pretty sure most of you that are on this channel have at least worn the rubies. You know that it's a very hot costume. Very hot. I mean, most of it's, you know, a lot of it's leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it. It's quilted on the inside. It gets extremely hot. So the best thing you can do, and the actors that play Vader wear this stuff as well, is you want to get yourself some heat gear, something like this. Okay, this is a black heat gear shirt, and what it does is as you sweat, this here keeps your body cool. Okay, so once again, Amazon. All right. I got a whole setup here for stuff like that. These here are going to be the pants, more than likely. Yep. Pants. Okay. It's all just heat gear, guys. Well, this came as a 2-pack. I didn't know it was a 2-pack. Well, now I have 2 pairs of pants. Alright. Not a big deal. And then one thing I noticed looking at the behind the scenes shots, I'm going to post some right here for you guys. You can kind of see that they're wearing this type of bodysuits under the Vader suit, but they have these sleeves for the hands. So we got those as well. And I'm curious to see how these are going to act with my Micom. I'm hoping they kind of help hold it in place, so to say. We'll have to experiment with that when the time comes, but all it is, it's made out of the same material. They do come as a pair. Same material as, you know, this stuff right here. And they have the thumb slot. So just kind of show you guys real quick. It's gonna look like this, right? Just like you see inside the picture. So this is going to help also with your hands. Try to, I guess, not make your hands as sweaty as well. I don't know. It's going to be my first time wearing these with everything. So, like I say, I'm just trying to be as accurate as I possibly can be, and also staying within our budget. I got a pack of them, so because they were really cheap. I think this whole pack right here was like $8 or something like that. It wasn't a break the bank deal. So because like I say, you know, we're in our trying to stay within our budget. Another thing I got, and like I say, you guys don't have to buy all this extra stuff. I'm just doing it for comfort, or as much comfort as I possibly can. One thing I did not bring out here to show you guys is I also have a cooling vest, and I will be editing this video here in a minute because I need to show you guys that cooling vest when we get to our jumpsuit here, because I'm hoping our measurements and everything that I took, I left enough room for the cooling vest along with all this other stuff. So I will be showing the cooling vest in the video. I just don't have it out here with me at the moment. But I'll show you guys that here in just a little bit. Normally these things have a pull tab on them, but this one doesn't. It's going to make it a little bit more harder to open. There we go. This here is a zipper helper. Okay, so you attach this to the zipper and it helps you zip up when you're zipping up by yourself in costume. So basically, I'm going to show you guys how that is. This part hooks up to your zipper. This part here you kind of help pull on and it will zip up your zipper. Alright, and now for the main attraction, the jumpsuits. Alright, so the jumpsuit that comes with the Vader, the Ruby Supreme Vader, can be used in the 501st. That's probably the one piece out of that whole costume that the 501st will approve you on. The only bad thing about that jumpsuit is that it only comes in 2 sizes. You have your standard size, which is supposed to be fits most, and then you have an extra large that is, I I've never, I have the standard one. I can't really judge on the extra large, but from pictures and comments that I've seen, supposedly that extra large is like really, really huge. So that's going to be your problem. The standard size fit me pretty well. The only bad part about it was it rode my crotch like really, really bad. So it's like I could have had it altered to make it longer, but I never did. And eventually what started happening was the seams started to bust towards the crotch area. I mean, you really can't tell once you put the suit on and you're wearing a cod piece over it, but without that cod piece, you start seeing some of the white from the quilted from the inside because those seams are busting. And it also made it really, really hard to sit down in because it was just really, really tight, and I couldn't zip up the back because it was just really, really tight. So what we did here is we had a custom one made to my specific measurements. So I'm no king at measuring or no expert, none of that. So what I did was I went to my local men's warehouse. I mean, for you other guys, you know, there's Alice Formal Wear, there's all kind of different places that you can go get yourself measured. So that's what I did. I went and had myself measured to all the measurements that this company was requiring to make a custom bodysuit. Hopefully they got my measurements right. I have, like I say, I just got it still in the package. I don't know if it's gonna fit me or not, but there's only one way to find out. So we'll open it up and we're gonna take a look at it. Then we'll try it on and all that good stuff. Very. Here it is. All you guys can see. All right. And without further ado, we are going to pause the video here, and I'm gonna try this thing on. Okay, and we're back. So, a little disappointing. The undersuit did not fit the way I wanted it to. It still rode my crotch really bad, even with my specific measurements. So, from what I've heard, a two-piece is actually more forgiving when it comes to the measurements due to the fact that you have suspenders, so that you kind of adjust the way your crotch area hangs. So I think we're gonna backtrack and we're gonna order a two-piece jumpsuit. The one piece, after looking at it and comparing it to my rubies, it will not pass 501st. So I'm very disappointed in it. I'm just trying to be fair with you guys, and I'm sharing everything kind of as everything comes to play. Real quick, before we get into the jumpsuit, I'm going to show my cooling vest that I promised you guys. Okay, it's just a vest. Looks like this here. It's got pockets, and it comes with this nice little kit here with a whole bunch of ice packs. You put this in your freezer, you cool all those ice packs, you put them in there, and it keeps you cool all through here. So real quick, guys, let's compare. So here's the rubies. Right. Never mind the chest box. You know, once that's on, you pull those straps through, and that sits, you know, properly the way it should. But the quality of the rubies is better than the quality of the new one I just got. Due to the fact that this here, I don't know if this is actually leather or it could be pleather. I'm not 100% sure. But you can see here the seams where I'm talking about, how they're starting to rip. They're ripping there, under the arms, and the crotch area down here. And one thing I just noticed about the rubies that I never knew was there, I'll be damned. They have a built-in zipper right here, guys, for if you need the bathroom.
I've never seen that until just now. But yeah, you can see that there are certain areas here that are starting to, you know, bust out, so to say, due to the fact that this is just too small for me. I mean, when I wear it, it fits. It's just really, really tight in the groin and, of course, in the underarm section because of how tall I am. So we will be going with a two-piece. Now let me show you the piece I just got. Right away, it is not pleather, it is not leather. So that eliminates it from the 501st. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I want to say it's like maybe a polyester. One thing that's really nice about it though is they did add the zipper here for the bathroom, just like the Rubies. The zipper in the back is horrible, okay? They hit it really nicely, but it's a pain in the butt to zip it down and zip it up. Another thing is the zipper is so small, there's no way I can attach my new zipper adjuster to help me, okay? So, I mean, in all, it was created nicely, but it's just the wrong material, and it will not work. And it's still too tight. It fits me the way this one does. So very disappointed in that. Glad I only spent $100. I mean, I can use it for something else. It's not a big deal, but it does suck that I'm kind of $100 out the door now with it. And then, you know, they say you get it custom made to your measurements. Well, shit. If it was custom made to my measurements, then this should fit me, right? Because this fits identical to this. So I don't know what that shop is doing as far as measurements go, but yeah, these two fit identical. So I'm not 100% sure they're using measurements. I think they're going off of these, possibly. I am not sure. But yeah, very disappointed. So yeah, we're going to be looking at a new bodysuit now. Well, that's pretty much all we can do for this video, guys. Y'all take care, and I will give you an update once we get a new bodysuit. Y'all take care. Hey guys, just a quick side note. The Ruby Supreme Edition undersuit will pass. So we might just hold on to that just to try to get our build done and try to get it passed. However, we will be getting a new jumpsuit for sure, because I want to be able to sit down. I want to be able to, you know, have a little bit mobility and movement. It's just, you know, our budget's tight, and, you know, a new jumpsuit, you're probably looking at about $400, okay? With that being said, though, this costume is not going to be the final product, okay? We're trying to get within 501st quality, and we're trying to do it within our budget. But Vader is a labor of love, okay? You're constantly going to be going through and changing parts out. I mean, it's just the way it goes. It's the way of the hobby, right? You start off just getting what you can within your price range, and then eventually you start buying better things to kind of add to it and swap out, okay? So with that being said, like I say, we're probably just going to stick with the Rubies. We're going to take the chest box out. We'll put our new chest box on top of where the old one sits to give it the Obi-Wan Vader look. But for sure, I want to get a new one for comfort, be able to sit, etc., etc. All right. I will definitely let you guys know when we order that. We will review it on the channel, as always. I'm just really bummed that one there, it was false advertisement, guys. I mean, you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. You know, the picture looked like it was real leather or pleather, right? The picture made it look nice, and then I get it and it's this cheap polyester material. I'm like, what the hell, you know? I thought maybe I could make it work, but then after reading the CRL and I see that it has to be a leather or leather-like material, it's kind of like, no, I mean, that's out the door right there, you know? So it is what it is, guys. So go ahead and spend the money on an undersuit. Just get it from a recommended dealer. You know, I'm probably going to be contacting Phoenix Props. He's the one doing my belt, my cod piece, and everything. So I'll probably get with him on the jumpsuit as well. So that's it. That's basically it, guys. Everything else coming in is going to be very high quality. I only skimped out on two things: boots and the undersuit. The boots were a hit. They were good. Undersuit, not so much. You win some, you lose some. So yeah, skimp out on your boots. Everything else, just spend the money. Do it right the first time. Save you money. All right, catch y'all later. Okay, so a quick update. Okay, I couldn't help myself because I guess I'm just OCD like that. We went ahead and ordered another jumpsuit. Okay, I mean, if you're gonna build a Vader build from scratch, then you want new pieces. So we are now $300 over our budget. But you know what? It is what it is. You're gonna run into these problems when you're building this kind of costume. I didn't go to Phoenix Props because their jumpsuit was just way too high. I wasn't looking to spend that much. Phoenix Props wants about $660 for a jumpsuit, and I was like, no. So I went to Crow Props. Crow Props is also another recommended Vader builder. They do really good work. I mean, you can order all your soft parts from him. He has a combo where you can get the cape, the robe, or tunic, whatever you want to call it, the bodysuit, the cod, and the gloves, all for a certain price. I want to say close to about $2,000 or so. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's Vader. You're going to spend some money, right? I mean, $2,000. So, I mean, that's already way, sorry for my hand there, way over, anybody's budget, probably especially ours, when we're going for a $3,000 budget. However, we're now at $3,300. But that's not too horrible due to the fact that the rest of the costume is basically already ordered and done. They're all high quality parts, okay? The helmet I'm getting is fiberglass, okay? It's being designed to be the Obi-Wan Vader helmet, okay? The armor is all fiberglass, okay? It's painted to that paint scheme to match the way it is in the film or TV series, however you want to say it. It can be film/TV series. So yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else for us to really purchase. Everything is pretty much said and done. So I went with Crow Props, the jumpsuit. I'm gonna post a picture of it right here. It's good quality. It's recommended. I went with the fake leather due to the fact that I was trying to, still stay within a certain budget, but still, after shipping and everything, it came out to about $300. Okay. But one thing I do like about the Crow Props is he adds mesh into the back and right here where your chest armor is going to be covering it, so you get some ventilation through there, which is going to be nice because my tunic is going to be wool, my cape is going to be wool, so the costume is going to get hot really fast. So having that extra ventilation along with my cooling pack and everything, my cooling vest with the packs in it and everything, I think it's going to keep me nice and cool, hopefully, for a certain time period, that is. We're also going to be doing a video with installing fans and the new helmet once the helmet comes in. I mean, there's still a lot to be done, guys. And we still have to purchase the fans and stuff. So already we're going to be going over our $3,000 budget. But the fans and stuff, it's not going to be that expensive. We may spend about $100 or something, So it is what it is, guys, okay? But we're getting it done. This is Vader Tech, and we're going to get it done. All right, guys. Catch y'all later.